Welcome back at 6:12, and it is a Texas-sized showdown, right? The Texans taking on the Dallas Cowboys tonight at NRG.
Brandi's breaking down the long-standing rivalry between the two cities.
Tonight, the Texans play their fourth preseason game hosting the Cowboys. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Even though they live in Houston, some people still root for Dallas.
How about them Cowboys?
Wondering how this whole rivalry got started? Well, it's a little more complicated than just being the two pro football teams in the state. Come to the time machine. All right, so it's 1965. The Houston Oilers are part of the American Football League. The Dallas Cowboys, they're in the National Football League, and this guy is up for grabs, Ralph Neely. Well, Houston and Baltimore, the Colts back then, draft him, but then the Colts trade him to Dallas. The Oilers sue, and as part of the settlement, the Cowboys agree to play them every 4 years in the regular season and pretty often in the preseason. So begins the Texas tradition of the Governor's Cup. Between 1965 and 1996, Dallas won 18 of 31 games. Yeah, that means Houston only beat them 13 times. But when the Texans came to life in 2002, they played their first ever game against the Cowboys, and the NFL's newest franchise won. How about that? Add in the 12 regular and preseason games since, and the record is pretty even, 7-6 Cowboys. So the last time the two teams faced off, that was back on September 1st, 2016 in a preseason game. They were supposed to play last August. Harvey had other plans. This season, the Texans get 2 opportunities to show the Cowboys what's up. See what I did there? In tonight's preseason matchup, and then again on October 7th. So whether you're an H-Town traitor,
We on our way to 6, baby!
or bleed battle red,
Houston, Texas, baby.
this season could turn the tide in this Texas-sized rivalry.